freedom to me is the right and the power to think and do things that you want. It's so special in America because you get the right to be yourself. And I'm proud to support my husband who fights every day for that freedom and that right. Yeah.
Freedom is peace of mind for your family, for your faith, and something it humbles, something to be proud to be supporting.
Freedom to me is a state of not being weighed upon by somebody else, by another, whether it's a country, organization, individual. It's not just the ability to do what I want to do when I want to do it. There's more to it. It's a little deeper, and it means that not only do I have the ability or capability to come and go as I please, but there's a responsibility side to it also. And if that's something I value, it's something that's worth, putting my life on the line for others.
Well, what's freedom mean to me? Oh boy, everything. Or I probably wouldn't have put in 6 years in the Navy. And freedom means to me these poor guys that have lost their lives fighting for this country. And freedom here, a lot of people say we don't have any freedom because of this epidemic, or pandemic, excuse me. But we do. We just have to be responsible and do what you can. They're not locking us up. It's just all suggestion. And each state's different, so we know it's not there. And if people say, well, it's so much here, no, it's around the whole world. So it's not just a government plot. So freedom is, let's do things, and freedom will be really good when we get back inside the church. But I always believe in freedom. You should be able to do what you want. I started out with a very poor family, had to drop out of high school in 12th grade, help support the family. Went in the Navy when I was 21, worked my way up to an E6, and then I got my GED, went back to college, and I've been teaching college now for the last 12 years from a high school dropout. So, that's one thing about this country. You can do things if you got to put your mind into it and the effort into it. Simple as that. In most cases, you're fine.
Freedom to me means being grateful to the men and women that came before me in the United States. My dad was in the service, and I have a lot of respect for the people that serve our country in the armed forces, men and women. Obviously going back to the Civil War, and more recently, my sons both have been in the armed forces. My oldest son is retired Air Force. I have a kid with a pension. My youngest son is in the Army and served in the Army. He's out now, but did good things. The people that went through the Civil War and the American Revolution were amazing people. And then, of course, we've had a lot of good people in the military that have allowed me at this point to be in the United States. We have the freedom to go to church and to love God and share our beliefs together and share our beliefs with others. And Jesus has been very, very good to me. I appreciate all that he's done for me. I've been lucky enough to have a good life, a good family. And my wife and I, Kathy, have been married over 53 years together as a couple, and we've celebrated 53 years of marriage. I've been lucky enough to be in business in real estate for many, many years, and I've developed a lot of friends and relationships from that. And I've had the freedom to be in business for myself. My dad, as I mentioned from the beginning, believed in owning a piece of real estate, and he was lucky enough as a fairly young man to buy his own home, and that was a dream of his coming from the Philippines. And having the freedom to do that. A lot of countries, most folks don't even own any real estate. And that was one of the first things that we did as a couple. My wife was kind of surprised, but I wanted to own my own home. And we can do that in the United States. We have the freedom to come and go actually through most of the United States without having to show identifications. When you're in Europe, you have to have papers to go from country to country. And we have the freedom to pretty much roam around the United States, which is a big area on our own. Those are some of the little things that we enjoy. We have the freedom to worship. As Americans, Faith Chapel has been my home. Ishmael asked me about that, and we were talking about coming to Faith Chapel. Was originally raised in the Catholic Church, and was free to change religions, or at least change churches. Went to several different ones and ended up at Faith Chapel in about 1979, 1980. And this is my home for worship and loving and sharing Jesus with other people. And that's another reason for being free. We had the freedom to share and love God, and we have the freedom to go to the church that we want. And Faith Chapel is my family's home for me and Kathy.